How's it going, everybody? So today we're going to be talking about Florida's market and is it crashing? I know that there's a lot of news out there that makes it sound like perhaps the Florida real estate market or the real estate market in general is crashing, but is this true or is this fake news? Are they just trying to play on people's fears? Well, the answer is not a simple yes or a no. It's a little more nuanced than that. So let's take a look at what's really happening. So what we're seeing, in my opinion, and in the opinion of just about every other colleague that I have, is that we're not seeing a crash by any means. No stretch of the imagination is this a crash. However, there is a correction, and that's what it's looking like, a normalization of the market. The market had been in such a frenzy for such a long time that it was pricing people, pricing buyers out of the market, and we were getting this hyper sellers market that just caused these tremendous appreciations too quickly, and it caused the necessity for a correction, a normalization, if you will. We saw inventory rise just astronomically over the last year. Here in Citrus County, it's well over 40% year over year that we've seen the inventory increase. So just a ton more options for buyers, but that is in no way a crash. In fact, it's created quite the opportunity for buyers, and it has caused the prices that were just frenzy going up to slow down and normalize for the market. So we have seen with this stabilization, a stabilization in pricing here in Florida. This is actually a good thing. Having the home prices continue to soar like they were would have just created more instability long term. And to see this small correction where home prices have gone down to, I believe, the average median home price for a single family home here in Florida is about $415,000. So that's definitely what we wanted to see, that little correction, home prices go down a little bit and get us more stable. So what does this mean overall? Well, overall, it's a great opportunity for buyers. Having the home prices come down a little bit and the extra inventory, that creates extra choices and a little bit more room in way of negotiation. So for buyers, once again, I know you've heard me say this several times, this is probably one of the best buyers markets here in the state of Florida that we've seen in at least the last decade. It's created a tremendous opportunity. And if you're a seller, well, yes, it's posing a little bit of a challenge in that there's a lot of increased inventory, so you have more competition. But for sellers that are pricing their homes right, it is still a great market to compete in because Florida has a huge influx of people. We're seeing migration here in Florida. It has not stopped, and we're projected for at least the next decade as baby boomers retire and other people move into retirement to see that population boom. So if your home is priced correctly, it's still moving. Everybody wants the sunshine. Everybody wants the beach. This is still the place to be. We've just had this small correction, this small normalization. So as far as what does this mean overall, Florida is stable. Florida has a very stable housing market. Everything is looking good and looking good long term. We all know that Florida has all of the desired features that people are looking for. We have the beach, we have the sun, we have these wonderful outdoor activities. So Florida is always going to be in demand. And now we finally have a market that is getting set back in balance, making it affordable for buyers to once again be able to purchase that dream home, that retirement home, or provide a home for their family without completely tanking the market for sellers. So this is actually a great response to what we've been seeing over the last year. It is not a crash, it's a normalization, and one that is creating a healthy market overall for years to come. But if you have questions about your specific circumstance, you want to know if you're a seller and you want to know what's going on in your community and how much of a normalization are they feeling, or if you're a buyer and you're wanting to know, well, okay, what does my buying power look like now compared to a year or two ago where we were having those crazy prices, just give me a call. Happy to help any way I can And as always, if you find value in this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks so much.